Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. I hope you had a great weekend because we are well rested and ready to tackle the tasks of this week. So, I don't know, I was feeling a little bit tired. Bafana, nice to see you here again. Thank you so much for joining us. I was a little bit tired, feeling a little bit down, feeling a little bit overwhelmed, things like that. During during the end of last week. So the lives weren't as lively. I think I was trying my best, but I don't think I brought my best game. And because of how I was feeling, I was putting off some work to do and all of those kind of things. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. So what I started doing today with a fresh mind after having a nice break over the weekend, what I started doing is I started working on the final step in order to get MIH on the Huawei app gallery. So remember, if you all know that, or you all should know by now, but we did submit to the Huawei app gallery quite a long time ago, and they gave us a list of things that we needed to fix in quotes with our application in order to get it on the Huawei app gallery and to get it inside mainland China. So we do want it inside mainland China, and they have different rules to the rest of the world, right? So for them, we had to have a privacy policy that was in Chinese that makes it easy for the people of China to understand and read our privacy policy and our terms of service statement or policy also. And we managed to do that. Let me see what else is there. While I'm chatting to you, let me open this up. So there was the privacy policy. Let's look. So yes, this is it. So we had to, number one, submit a copyright document. So we had to prove that Mzansi Innovation Hub are the intellectual property owners of the MIH app and all the functionality living inside it. But because we live in South Africa, so I did do some research last week around this and how we can get started. So I had a chat with Gemini, and Gemini was telling me that inside South Africa, you get automatic copyright protection and ownership of an idea if your company is registered under SIPC and your idea falls under the software category. There's other categories out there, but the one that does require you to apply for copyright ownership for an idea is for films and movies and medias and those kind of things. So because the MIH app it falls under the category of software, we don't have to separately apply for copyright ownership. We automatically get that by registering for SIPC. So I had to scratch my head about this a little bit because if I already have automatic copyright protection over my idea, then what do I need to submit to Huawei? And the Malume, nice to see you here. And the thing that Gemini told me what I need to do is I had to create a sworn affidavit, and I had to get that stamped by an official. I forgot what the name is, but an official. So basically, one of them is someone at the police station. So I got that sorted out already. Then we updated our privacy policy to have the simplified Chinese version. We'll get into all of that later. Then the one thing which was easy to fix is the name of our application that we submitted and the name of the actual application when it's installed on your device was two separate things. Huawei App Gallery doesn't allow that. They have to match up in order to not confuse the users. This does make sense because let's say, for example, your application is called Calculator on the Huawei App Gallery. Someone installs it, but then your icon is not the same as the icon on the app gallery, and the name of it is something else completely different, like files or something, all right? Then the user won't know where to find your application and how to delete it. So that's what they're trying to prevent when with the name mismatching thing. So we fixed that already, or we'll fix that when we're submitting again. And then what we're going to work on today, or the other thing they said, is to fix our biometric authentication. But as you all know, in version 1.2.0 of MIH, which was released about 2 weeks ago, Dr. Pixels, nice to see you here. Sid Zani, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. So the version that we submitted to Huawei was a very old version. When last? I know we've been missing you here. We've been missing you, Dr. Pixels. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So our biometric authentication, we submitted a very old version when we submitted to Huawei, and they told us we have to fix our biometric authentication. And since then, we've made multiple changes to our biometric authentication, and one of them, okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you for diving into the chat. We appreciate you. So one of them that we had to fix was if you don't have any authentication set up, say for example a PIN pattern, stuff like that on your phone set up, MIH would basically lock up and it wouldn't take you anywhere. So that was fixed a long time ago, and we've even removed it from entering MIH, and we've added that to individual packages now in the latest version. So that's already fixed. We don't need to worry about that. The next one is the privacy policy prompt. So inside MIH, we don't really have a privacy policy prompt, and that means that we don't have a privacy policy prompt. So users aren't forced to read our privacy policy in order to continue and like accept things and all of those kind of things. So we have to add that in to make sure that users are aware of our privacy policy and terms of service policy, so that they are comfortable using MIH and proceeding with MIH. So that's something that we're going to work on tonight. So let's dive in. Thank you so much. How do you pronounce your name? Zoe RH. Zoe RH, nice to see you. Let me know how do I pronounce your name, then we can keep it moving over here. Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you. So yes, let's switch over. So you're not going to see my face for a while. Before I switch over, remember we are live on YouTube and Twitch with Mzansi Innovation Hub. So if you'd like to see my screen in a better fashion, please head over there and follow us, watch over there. And yeah, but if you're comfortable on TikTok, please feel free to stay here. So let's dive in. Let's flip the screen for the people on YouTube or TikTok, and flip our screen for the rest of the people on YouTube and Twitch. So this is what I was talking about. I hope you are able to see. Yeah, this is what I was talking about over here. So submitted the copyright, updated our privacy policy, the matching names, this is what we're working on now. Fixing our privacy policy pop-up. So if I have a look over here, yeah. So I just rebooted the MIH server because I didn't, after last week's live, things were going wrong, memory issues, all of these kind of things were happening. And I didn't restart it. Currently working, still don't mind me being quiet. Nah, that's okay, Dr. Pixels. We don't mind our silent viewers all over. So thank you so much for being here and watching us while you are working. We do appreciate you. Let me tilt this up a little bit so you're able to see. Perfect. So let's run MIH. So I'm thinking about running MIH on the Chrome version just so that we don't really have any issues with like memory stuff, because running the Android version or just running the Android emulator in general does take some time and a lot of resources also. So please feel free to. So yeah, we're going to use this one over here. So as you can see, MIH is loading at the moment. You can see our new loading animations and things. So cool, let's bring it over here. Let's right click and inspect element, because a lot of things that we're going to be doing today is to do with, how do I call this? It is to do with like APIs being called and things like that. So we'll get into it in a minute. So this is the home screen of MIH. Remember, I forgot to do a thingy over here, but let me do that quickly. So MIH is available on the Google Play Store. I really need to get the links available, but it is available. Let me just search MIH app. Oh no, damn it. My bad. I should have prepared this beforehand, but I completely forgot about this. So if we search MIH app, so we are available on the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, MIH, and the web. Let me get the Apple App Store up and running for us. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Paste and go. Cool, cancel. Cool, 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 cool. We're ready now. So MIH is available on the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, and the web. All you have to do is search MIH or the MIH app, and we'll appear at the top of the list. Make sure you create an account, and you'll be up and running in like less than 2 minutes. But since I already have an account, I'm going to sign in with a test profile. The test profile is only available in the development environment. So let's run that. Perfect. We're in. So you see, this is what we have at the moment, and this is where I need your help, Mzansi. So we are working on like what the privacy policy thing looks like, and firstly the wording. How it, remember, this is not perfect. We need to change the icons, the spacing, all of this kind of things. But when you first open up MIH, like say for example, you first register for account, and for those that just sign in and haven't accepted our privacy policy and terms of service policy also, you'll be prompted with this message over here where it says, "Welcome to the MIH app. Before continuing, please take a moment to review and accept our privacy policy and terms of service." I should put policy over there. Your acceptance is required to use the app. So I think that message is a little bit harsh. It's not so friendly. So we need to try and make it a little bit more friendlier. So let me know what your ideas are. And also of this icon over here. I don't really like that information icon, if I'm being honest. I think we should... You see, all of these kind of things we need to fix. All of these kind of things we definitely need to fix inside our thing. Hectic, hectic, hectic. But let's reload. Hopefully it's still there. Hopefully it's still there. Hectic, hectic, hectic. But cool. So let's see. So, okay, our thing is over there. So we shouldn't have a exit button. What should the exit button do? So we'll figure out all of that. We'll figure out all of that in a minute. So let's close some of our things over here, our files over here, so we can get coding. So it was definitely under the MIH home over here. So here's it over here. So our pop-up message. So this is on button press. So on action button, I'm seeing a... I'm not sure. What does my close button do? Let's investigate why that error occurred. So our close button normally just says, where is this? Navigator.ofContext pop. Okay, so instead of doing this, let's comment this out. Let's add a new line over here. So this is some legacy issues from our migration over to our, what is this called? New navigator called GoRouter in order to enable deep linking and stuff. So let's just say context dot pop. So context quick fix. So I need GoRouter, yes. And then delete. So let's see what happens now when we let's reload this, open it back up, and it brings us back here. So if we click on close, nothing happens. I think we should have a little message up here on this one. We can add like a toast or something. Let's add a young toast in. So the toast was added to our packages. So just our regular MIH package. So remember, we are coding right now the MIH app. Let me know if you have any questions. and we can dive into it. But the MIH app is the first super app of Mzansi, and we are working on making it a little bit better for each and every one of us, the people of Mzansi. So what we're doing right now is working on our privacy policy and terms of use pop up to tell people they have to accept it in order to continue. So this is scaffold of context. This one over here. Copy. Yeah. Let me just yank. Sorry, I'm doing nonsense over here. So I'm gonna yank forward down. Yank forward down. It's been a minute since we coded. Let's quit this one. And let's go all the way down to our button, our X button. And when someone presses that X, we're gonna have a scaffold message over here, up here. And that scaffold message is basically going to tell people that, hey, you just need to rerun, or you have to accept the terms and service. So to proceed. So we can say over here, change this to, please accept PP and TOS first. I don't know if first is right, but we'll see what it looks like. So please accept. So let me put accept with a capital A, switch this out with a capital A, and then first with a capital F. But let me know what wording you are thinking of and what wording would be better. So let's switch this out with a capital F, save it, and let's see what happens. I'm not sure if is it working? So let's reload everything. So I'm such a fool. I put it on my button press. Interesting. Okay. I think this is what we need to do. We shouldn't use a MIH package alert. The package alert is less flexible than what I want to do. So let's highlight all of this and remove that code for now. We'll bring it back a little bit later on. We'll bring it back in a bit, but let's comment this out and let's go up again. So what I want, which gives us a little bit more flexibility, is our MIH window. MIH package window. Package window is way better. Full screen, no, false. Tab, window title. Window title. PP and TOS alert. Nice. And then on close, this is the one that I wanted. So let's do this, that. Let's go to the end first so that we can see what's happening. So let's put a insert comma. Let me know if there's any questions out there. I missed you guys, so please feel free to dive into the chat and let us know what's good. So, and the body. So the body we'll steal from here, right? Well, most of it. Insert, down. Let's V all the way down over here until we get to this one. Let's yank that, come all the way up, paste it over here. Yeah. www c2w. And then let's highlight all of these again and then uncomment them out. So what we're basically doing is we added some of our previous code in, and then we can work from here. Remember I said the previous one that we had was a little bit less flexible than this one. So yeah, this is way better. Inside our close insert down over here, we have to have our toast over here. So let's yank how many down? Yank 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yank 5 down, maybe. And let's add that back up here. So just over here. Paste. V down, uncommented out, and then delete this. Perfect. So now, hopefully, when we open up here, We should have a different window. Yeah. Now we have a new window over here available for us saying, oh, and we can even add more text over here, I'm sure. Yeah, we can add more text over here. We can add our icon back, our accept button. Yeah, everything is looking fine for now. If we close, yeah, please accept. There's it at the bottom. So if we press it, let me put this up a bit. So can the people on Twitch see? So if I press this, yeah, you do see it. So please accept privacy policy and terms of service first. I must see what it looks like when it's very small, but it's looking good so far. Let's change some of the wording before we dive a little bit deeper. So inside over here, privacy and terms of service policy alert. Perfect. If we head back over, privacy and terms of service policy alert. No, that doesn't sound right to me. Privacy policy insert. Let me know if this is a little bit too boring for you. We can answer some of your questions. Policy. But like I mentioned, it is required in order for us to get accepted to the Huawei app gallery. Let's add some exclamations over here to make it a little bit better. So now we have that. Now we need to add a couple things over here. So let's add an icon and then icons dot. I had info first. Info. Let's see. Insert. $150. So if we have a look now, okay, things are looking better. So I don't want to get red over here. I want to. What will look nice over here? Maybe red will look nice. Yeah, I think the red is fine. The red is fine for now. And then we can have a text in over here. Oh, let's put a space first. So we're going to have a const sized, lowercase c, my bad. Const sized box. And then that's going to have a height of, we can do 10 for now. Oh, text. Text. The data will be, welcome to the MIH app. Font size 30, red. What happens if I put true here, TRUE? Change inside word, TRUE. Change inside word, TRUE. And let's yank this at the bottom, a paste. Let's see what it looks like now. Welcome to the MIH app. Perfect. Nah, that should. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking the redness. Let's switch this up a little bit more. So, change inside word. Let me know. Give me your thoughts on this also. Because I am creating it for all of you to accept, the people of Mzansi, to accept our terms of service. So what kind of message would you like to see inside the MIH app? FTN, FTCW, yeah, that's what I want. Perfect. All right, and then over here, copy, I can paste this here also. Change inside word, get secondary color. Perfect. Welcome to the MIH app. So yes, this is what I was saying. I don't really want to use the icon that we're currently using, this information icon. I want to use our icon that's found in our About MIH package. Or in in other places also, but specifically in our about MIH package. And that one will be, let me show you. That one will be policy, icon.policy, since we are talking about a privacy policy over here. So let's put that in, policy 150, save. Yeah, this is what it's looking like now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's add some style to our other text over here. So size 30 is a little bit large and in charge, but that's okay for now, because we'll just copy this and paste. I think I did garbage. Delete this, and then I'll have to paste it here. Cool, cool, cool. Sawubona Iki, nice to see you here this evening. So why is text alignment before accepting our privacy policy? Okay. Let's swap this out. Thank you so much for the 100 likes. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Let's go to the end and add a comma in. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're rolling, we're moving, we're moving, we're moving. So this one, let's change this. I think CW maybe 17. I think I used 17 somewhere. I'm not sure. So if we have a look now, way too huge because we didn't save. If we save, and also I don't want it to be this way, change inside word. I want it to be normal. Okay, 17 is a little bit too big. Yes, 15. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Before continuing, please take a moment to accept the privacy policy and terms of use. Perfect. And when you click back, a thing comes, please accept first. So I'm forcing you to accept it now. It says, how am I able to click things behind the window? Hectic. I guess this is a bug with Windows then. This is a bug with Windows in general, but I think that's a bug that we can live with, if I'm being honest. TK, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. So let's add some spaces after our button, and we'll add more buttons in also. So we'll remove this, delete, 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 and let's add some more buttons in. So I don't think we need it to be center now, but I definitely need to wrap it with a row because I'm going to change this to a change inside word, a wrap. Where did I do this before? I've done this somewhere before, but I don't remember it. I think it's under our calculator. Under our calculator. So let's go to calculator, tools, not calendar, calculator, tools, simple calculator, tip calculator. So we should have a wrap. There's it over here. So centers around the wrap spacing, what. And then we just have buttons over here. Oh, width 300. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So let's yank one down. And let's close this. Paste this in. W, control, dot. And let's put a center around this. Align things for us. Perfect. Now we can add a few more buttons in. So Shift V. Let's go all the way down. Yank. And we'll just paste a few more of these over here. But we must change the colors of them. So the first one will be privacy policy. Change inside word. Undo. Change inside word. privacy policy. Color, what colors can we choose? Let's go to our MIH colors, GD. So we can use a gray, so we can use green, we can, not red. We have pink, oh, let's do an orange. One can definitely be orange, one can be yellow. Thank you so much, Cape Town Unknown King, for the follow. We appreciate you, we appreciate you. Shout out, I like your profile picture. Are you a part of an organization? Do you have your own business? Let us know in the chat. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I think maybe purple, orange. So definitely one of them will have to be orange. So let's change both of the ones that we want to change to orange. So change inside word, get orange color. And then primary color, okay, that's fine. And then the next one, which is change inside word, TOS, or sorry, terms of service. This one can be change inside word. Let's say get yellow for now. Get yellow for now. Perfect. So now this is what it looks like. Sorry, I forgot to add the space in. Let's add the space. What is this? Let's add the space in just above here. We can steal it from here, yank. Paste. I'm going to find that one and then switch it out with a 2. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. So this is what it looks like now. As soon as you first open up MIH for the very first time. Green. I don't know. Maybe I should make it red. No. Let me not. I was thinking make it the colors of the robot, but I was thinking now red is not a good color to show for the privacy policy. So now when someone clicks on either of these two, we're gonna have to navigate them over to the About MIH side of the world, and from there is where they would view the stuff. When they click on back, it'll take them back here. So that's the plan. So let's do that now. So we're gonna say on our button press, which is over here, privacy policy. So let's change this and add this. So it's going to be context dot go. No, it's go named for sure. Go named. The name is this Flutter? Lama, thank you so much for diving into the chat. Yes, we are using Flutter right now. So if you'd like, we can dive into our technology stack, which is over here. So thank you so much for that question. We appreciate you, Lama, over on TikTok. So this is our current technology stack. So you can see we use Docker to orchestrate everything about MIH and the MIH server. Our front end, as you can see, it does use Flutter, and we do have a web app, an Android app, and an iOS app. All currently available. You can use it right now. We are available, like I mentioned, Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. Let me know if you have any questions. Are you a developer, Lama? Are you a Flutter developer? Are you interested in developing for Flutter? I think Flutter is quite a powerful tool, so let us know in the chat. So go named. I need to give the name of our thingy. I can do that. I can easily do this. Let me put this down, put this down. Yeah, why were they even up? Let me put this down, put this down. In our MIH home, our components. Yeah, I'm a junior Flutter developer. Shout out Lama and your skills. We appreciate you, we appreciate you. Do you have any live applications that you've worked on that we are able to check out and showcase your skills? Let us know. Even if you have a private website, let us know in the chat and we'll have a look at it. And we'll check out your skills. Because I know out here in Mzansi, there are quite a lot of powerful developers out there. And especially making content, I guess like the lives and some of the content that I do make is slightly focused around development. So my content gets pushed out to developers and I meet such a lot of amazing developers like Dr. Pixels. Shout out, he's in the chat listening right now. He developed KenLogger. So you can see debugging in Flutter. Let's head over to PubDev. Give the brother a shout out. So let's go to PubDev, and we're going to look for KenLogger. So we've been using KenLogger ever since its release. And it's a powerful tool just to make debugging just a little bit simpler for you. It's a little bit simpler and better. So you can see here's KenLogger, and it provides you with some of these tools. So I'm sure if you're using Flutter, I'm sure you are aware of this blue debug console screen where you normally get flooded with a whole bunch of blue. Don't worry about the errors and stuff happening right now. But to make it easy, and whenever you use print or debug print and all of those kind of things, it still just ends up being blue. So what Dr. Pixels did is create KenLogger to have colorful console logging for us, to make it easier to identify the different bugs or the different print statements that we would like to have inside your application while you are testing. And there are a few things available, like the info, which is just blue, error, which is red, success, which is green, and then warning, which is yellow. So very powerful tool when it comes to like debugging or understanding how your code works. Extremely powerful. So what we were doing is we were about to steal some code from here. So the code that we would like to steal is this code right here. Yeah, so yeah. One. So it's basically this code over here. So let me yank this and then paste it in over here. So escape, paste, delete. You must check it out if you are Llama, if you are, maybe you have a better tool or a different tool, but I'm in love with this tool. 012, okay. Terms of service should be paste. Undo. There's this. Yank this. Let's go down. Paste this, delete this. And we should replace this from a, sorry, you're not even seeing my code. We should replace this from a 1 to a 2. And I think it should work. Let's have a look now and see what happens when we click on our buttons. Thank you so much, Silver Jones, for the follow. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So if I click privacy policy, it now gives me an error. So we need about arguments. So basically what this is telling me that even on the other side over here, there's currently a bug inside MIH. On this thing, if I click on this, it gives me an error also. My bad, guys. My bad. So let's see how to actually navigate over to our about MIH package. The bugs are all over. So this is how you actually do it. So untap. So let's yank. So I'm going to yank 6 down. Come here. And then privacy policy. Let's paste this. Paste. Let's go and paste it again over here. Sorry, I think you're not seeing. Over here, paste it also. Undo. Oh, paste. Oh my word. Oh, what language is this? Thank you so much, Parker, for the follow. Or for diving into the chat. So we are using Dot. And the framework is Flutter, but the programming language is Dot. Let's fix this other one first. So that's what we are using. It's an open source language. It's, I guess, a alternative or a competitor to your, what is this called? What's this other language? Your React Native. It's a competitor to those. So instead of going to 0, what I wanted to do is switch this to a 1, because we need to go to this one. Then I can come up here, yank 6 down, and we can go down over here, paste this in, delete this. What language do you know, Parker? Let us know in the chat. Are you a developer, firstly? First question. And if you are a developer, what language do you use? So yank 6 up. And then let's fix this bug over here, because it's definitely not supposed to happen like this. So, okay, privacy policy. So, okay, privacy policy, paste. It should be this. And then terms of service, over here, paste, paste. Let's delete some things now. And then personal selected, I'll just say true for now. Change this to true. Change this CC true. Perfect. So now with this change, there shouldn't be any other bugs, I think. Privacy policy 2. So okay, icon list on tap. Okay, icon list on tap. Okay, so that should work. And this one should work also. So if we head over to our, let's go back. Yeah, here's it over there. This is our little statement over here. So if we click privacy policy, should take us to privacy policy, where we can switch between simplified and not simplified. When we go back, comes back up, terms of service, simplified, unsimplified, go back. Now we have to accept. So this is where our new API. So today what I got up to is I was creating a few APIs in order to, so I created a table to let us know when you've accepted the privacy policy and things like that. So let's do that. And our thing is, please accept PP and TOS first. To continue. I don't think first is the correct English. In order to continue. Oh, I don't even think I should say this, so delete a round word. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Shout out everyone. So I did create a few services for us, right? So we have our get user consent status. Why do I have status over there? Yeah, get user consent status, right? So it's just doing a check to see if you have submitted or if you have accepted the terms of service and privacy policy. If not, that'll come through with null, and then we'll know how to proceed from there. We've already configured that because that's how we're popping up this window over here for us. So that's what's currently happening. If we head back over to our code, so now I want to insert, or should I insert? So if it's null, I should insert. Interesting. So there's some logic that we have to think about, some business logic. So, and that would be over here, right? So by our show consent and stuff, show consent. If there is a thingy, but it's less than, okay, let's go. I think this is the incorrect way of doing this, but we'll do it like this for now. Don't laugh in the chat. I don't think this is the best way, but please forgive me. So over here, I'm gonna have a string, maybe. String of privacy policy date or latest small l, latest privacy policy. Let me put it in full. Privacy policy date, and that should equal to definitely not 0101. If we head over here, we should be able to find it. So if we click on privacy policy, 6th of December 2024. So that's when our privacy policy is. So 2024 so not 12, and then what programming language extension is dot? Perfect. I'm liking the questions. We appreciate you. So let's head over to Let's head over to Mzansi Innovation Hub, the first super app of Mzansi, and ask our friendly AI assistant called Mzansi AI what is the MIH app all about. I wonder why it's taking so long to load. But anyway, we'll give it some time. There's it loading right now. So this is MIH, the first super app of Mzansi, and what we can do is we can ask it a quick question. So you can see, you can either ask Mzansi the question or just click on the package. So we'll ask the question. We'll just put that your whole question inside over here, reset, and we'll see what's it all about. So copy it, paste it in, enter, and we'll see what Mzansi AI has to say. So Mzansi AI is our friendly AI assistant to assist us with such questions. So when it's done loading, you'll see that there's a new menu button that appears. You can click on this and then click on read aloud. We'll let Mzansi AI read it for us. So let's listen.
Programming language. Dart is a powerful language developed by Google, and it's super popular for building fast apps on any platform, like mobile, web, and desktop. It's especially awesome for Flutter, which is Google's UI toolkit for building beautiful, natively compiled applications from a single code base. Think of it as a versatile tool that lets you create everything from simple apps to complex, high-performance software. Would you like me to tell you more about Dart or Flutter? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for your question. So, like Mzansi AI was saying, reset. Dart is a programming language created by Google specifically for the framework Flutter, and it assists you in developing applications for multiple different platforms. For example, the web, mobile, and desktop. So, right, mobile includes iOS and Android, and then desktop is Mac OS, Windows, and Linux also. So that's the power of Dart, and that's what the dot extension stands for. If you'd like to try out Mzansi AI for any of your questions, please feel free to test out. Thank you so much for the 900 likes. Please feel free to download the MIH app on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, or the web. Just search MIH or the MIH app, and we'll appear at the top of the list. Thank you so much for that question, Reset. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So, privacy policy. So yes, diving back into our privacy policy, let's yank this and paste it down because we need the exact same thing for our terms of service. So V, shift, change this to terms of service. So currently they're both the same date, so it should be fine. So I think we need to have another method over here to not overcrowd our code below. So let's go to, what's it gonna return? Let's return a boolean, right? So bool. I think bool is lower B. Bool. Has accepted policies. Yeah, then we can do this. Cool. Perfect. We just used who was this? We just used our, I don't know, Copilot. We used Copilot to auto-generate some code for us, and then we will have a look at it now. So, and we'll have to test this code out a little bit later also, but let's cw dot, and then it's privacy policy accepted, and change around word dot terms of service. So this is a date time. This is not a date time. So this date time. Interesting. Dot toString. toString dot. What's that? Split or starts with? How do I get the first couple of characters? Sorry, you're missing out on the good stuff over here. So starts with trim to string split. I think that's it over here. Split. And then I think there should be a space. I might be lying about this. What's that other? Let's ask Mzansi AI actually. I was gonna ask Google, but I think asking Mzansi AI is the best option over here. So we're gonna ask Mzansi AI the question. How do I get the first 10 chars of a string in Dart? Right, so Mzansi AI can help us with our coding questions. So as you can see over here, so when it generates some code for you, broadcast, oh my word, my internet connection doing nonsense again. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay, no problem. So let's see. So substring 0 to 10. Okay. And look at it gave us. Look at the code that it gave us. Hello, Mzansi. Shout out Mzansi AI for coming through with some amazing code. Let's close this and my string dot substring. So that to string and then it's substring instead. Substring from 0 to 10. Is it 10? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. We'll just copy the same thing also. Thank you so much for the likes. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Yank this, put it down here. Yo. Paste. Perfect. So yeah, if it has data, it returns true or false. Perfect. And we need to switch this out with a lowercase h, and then let's go to the bottom. So we are using a future to get our future user consent. And the place where we want to do this is where it has data. And if the data is, so we don't really need all of this. So we can delete this. Hectic. Delete this. And we should be able to say insert, not that, man, change. So we should be able to say show consent equals to, wait. So has accepted the privacy policy. I need to change the wording of this because it's confusing me right now. So let me just change this to show window show policy window. Policy window, it'll be false and true. Yeah, this looks way better. So let's go back here. Append show policy window. And then over here, what we're going to have is async dot data. Yeah. Now, if we reset things, it should be the exact same right now. It shouldn't cause any errors for us. Vibe coders are just sad after seeing this. What you mean just sad after seeing this? What's happening, reset? What you mean vibe coders are sad after seeing this? I also vibe code a little bit. You saw how it generated some of my my content, but let us know what you mean by that. Let us know what you mean. Because I do respect some vibe coders, and I think in terms of vibe coding for now, it's definitely not the future. Or right now, it's not what they tell us it's going to be. Like it's going to take our jobs or anything. But I think in the future, it's definitely like every single coder is going to have our own AI assistant that's going to help us with all of our coding stuff. All of our coding needs. Nearly at 2,000 likes, Iki. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I must figure out what's happening with my software. I think I'm doing way too much with my internet right now. So okay, nothing is happening, and that's because everything is working perfectly fine. So that's good. So we'll have to test it out a little bit later once we actually work on the accept button. So the accept button is going to use our new services. So our new services, let's remove some of our code over here. That's not really necessary. About services, is it over here? Yeah, there's our service. So we're going to have an insert first, right? So when someone clicks on accept, okay, so there's two ways that we're going to have to do this. There's definitely two ways that we're going to have to do this. Let me put this code on the side for us so we can check it out later. But under our home, under our accept button, so our accept button should be somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. Yeah. Somewhere over here. So what we're going to have to do over here is we're going to have to say, I'm sure we can say async. Yeah, async snapshot dot data. There, the code just did it for us. Yeah, there's some issues right now, but thank you so much for the 300 likes, Njabzi. Njabzi, thank you so much for the likes. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Keep them flooding through. Keep them flooding through. Tell the algorithm to send us out to more people. So update privacy. So if it's not null, I need to update privacy policy for sure. But then what? And if it's not, then we should do this. False, I think false. Okay, we can do what it's showing us over here. I don't mind this. But it should be consent status. Why did I put status over here? Status. Also insert status. Cool. Create, nah, it's insert. Not create, it's insert over here. The likes are flooding through. 600 likes and counting. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Perfect. So what we need to do is body code. Okay, so I can just create a new object over here, I guess. I don't need to go through the whole rigmarole of everything. So what I should be able to do is let's change our servers. Let's change our servers first, because that's what's confusing me. What's confusing me right now is this part over here. This part, so I'm saying I want to take a user consent in, but then I have to create an object before using this, and I don't want to do that. I'll rather do that over here somewhere. So I'll take this. I'll delete this first. I'll delete this. What thingies am I able to use? Oh, async snapshot. What did I call this at the bottom? I'm seeing future issues that could arise later on, but we'll fix that. Let's fix this first. Let's fix this first before we deal with that. So let's insert. I'm sure we should be able to say, yeah, we should just be able to say this, and it'll be fine, I'm guessing. And also, O, Shift O, and let's just put app underscore ID. Append, yeah, perfect. So we're gonna yank 2 down. I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. Let's ww insert enter, paste it above here, And then let me remove all of this. Delete. Okay, cool. So then over here, let's do insert first. Let's worry about insert first. So over here, so O, I'll say user consent equals to this. Inside word. Quick fix. Okay, null. No, it won't be null. Change inside word. This should be latest privacy policy date. How do I convert something to a date? Interesting. Let's ask Mzansi AI again. How do I convert a string to a date? Perfect. 1,300 likes, Njabzi. We appreciate you. So date time dot pass and then the string. Okay, perfect. So over here we can just say insert date time dot pass delete. Is this? This should be fine. Then we can just do the same over here. So CW date time. Yeah, perfect. Yo, AI is helping out this evening. AI is helping out. So this is fine over here. Then all I have to say is user consent over here, user consent. Perfect. So I can take the same thing. Or let me not use this. Let me use the keyboard shortcuts. So I should be able to say yank forward down. And then go down. And then do the exact same thing here. And it should just work. We appreciate you. And there's something we should remove from here. Chat type. Okay. Perfect. So over here, there's still some errors that we have to do. Once again, we're going to use Mzansi AI to assist us with this. Shout out Mzansi AI for getting all these answers correct right now. How do I get the date time of now? Which programming language are we using? So we are using Flutter. Shout out Liso. Shout out Liso Gogo. We are using Dart as the programming language and Flutter as our framework. I appreciate the lessons and the inspiration. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for making the MIH live just a little bit livelier with the conversation. So we are using Flutter. Let us know in the chat, all the people watching right now, what programming languages do we use? And yeah, let's have fun with it. So this, and then I'll need to have a... So this is what I was saying before. So I can't call this thing async data. Where is this? Over here. I can't call this async snapshot data because... Or this one over here, because I'm using it again over here. So what I should call this is async snapshot A policy or consent. User consent. Async snapshot user consent. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's a bit of a mouthful, but we'll just have things auto-corrected for us or auto-inserted for us. If anyone is working on a project right now and you'd like us to check it out and assist you with anything, we do have Mzansi AI, our friendly AI assistant that is available to answer some of our questions. You can see how it's helping and assisting me with all of my coding needs. Instead of going to Google, I just go to Mzansi AI now for my less what word am I trying to use? Our less complex our less complex tasks, I do go to Mzansi AI for that. Okay, perfect. So I think our async data is sorted now. So it is going to push the correct one. And then what we should be able to do is if I go O, async snapshot home arguments dot signed in user dot data dot signed in user dot insert app data. Insert app data. And then we should just be able to put a not. Insert a not over here. Not signed in. Yeah. I should already be signed in when this occurs. Perfect. So we have that. Now we just need to add that below also. So I'm gonna yank 3 down. And then let's go down to our other error. Oh, sorry, you're not even looking at my code. Please let me know if I'm doing nonsense like that when I'm not showing my code. Delete. But that's bad because if I'm not showing my code over here, that means the people on YouTube are not able to see me. So over here. Now everything should be fine. So let's now review the code and see what it does. Let's put this here. Perfect. So when I press so what we're working on right now, so this is what we're working. For those that just joined us right now, we are adding a privacy policy and a terms of service policy alert so that when you first open up MIH, whether you already have an account or whether it's your first time signing in or creating an account, you will be getting this message on the screen right now. Read the message while I'm chatting over here and let me know if we could change the wording. So the reason behind doing this is we do want to get on the Huawei app gallery. And there's a few things that are required and we're currently working on this. Everything above this is completed. So we're working on the privacy policy prompt. So this is it over here. If you click on privacy policy, it takes you to privacy policy. What's up, King of Kings? Shout out. We appreciate you. We good. We are making some good progress this evening. Not gonna lie. Making some great progress, actually. King of Kings, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you. So yeah, our privacy policy done, terms of service. Now when we click on accept, something's gonna happen. This is the something that we're working on. So the something that we're working on is when we press this button, our async snapshot consent data, if it's not null. I'm new here, what's the tech stack? Perfect question. So we have that at the ready for your question. So this is what the technology stack looks like. So we have, which part are you interested in? But we have our reverse proxy server, which is Nginx. We have our front end, which is Flutter. Our back end, our API layer, which is Fast API, authentication layer, super tokens, database, MySQL, object storage, MinIO, and then our AI assistant is from Olama. So this is our current tech, and Docker to orchestrate all of them and connect them together and things. So that's what our technology stack is all about. Thank you so much for that question. We appreciate you. So if we scroll down, so if it's not null, right, if it's not null, then it should do some of this. It should do this bit over here. So dot value, if the value is equal to true, why is the thing coming back as true? It's an int, yeah. Yeah, you see we already found a mistake. So if it's coming back at, let's see our services and see what it's supposed to be coming back as. I think when we inserting, it should come back as 201. Status code 201. And yeah, if the value equals to change inside word 201, then it should be this. Else we should say there was an error, please try again. Thank you for accepting our policies, please try again. Okay. And then else, if it's your very first time wait. Thank you so much for the follow. Olashile. John, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Shout out. Shout out. Remember, everyone, I see it's quite lively this evening, so let me say it again. MIH, what we're working on right now, is available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. All you have to do is search MIH or the MIH app, and you'll find us at the top of the list. And let's ask Mzansi AI what MIH is all about for those that are new here. Why is it taking so long to load? Interesting. So let's go over here. So let's say, ask the question, what is MIH all about in King of Kings? I see your question. I don't fully understand it. Please elaborate what W8 Ben is all about in one paragraph. While we're waiting for King of Kings to answer that, we'll see what Mzansi AI has to say. So what did you... So this is Mzansi AI is just thinking right now and explaining what MIH is all about. When the green menu button appears, you can click on it and click on read aloud. Then you should be able to listen to what Mzansi AI is saying. Let's have a listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Mzansi Innovation Hub's MIH app is like your all-in-one companion for navigating both your personal and professional life here in Mzansi. Think of it as a super-powered platform designed to streamline everything. You can manage your professional profile, connect with teams, schedule appointments, and even do quick calculations, all in one place. Plus, with Mzansi AI, that's me, you've got a friendly assistant ready cheeks.
Shout out Mzansi AI for coming through with that answer. So that's what MIH is all about. The form for not getting USA to hold taxes on your iOS app. W8 Ben or King of Kings, I have no idea. The form for not getting USA to hold taxes on your iOS app. So I think I just specified that I'm from South Africa and I don't my business because I did create. So MIH is my business, right? It is registered under SUPSI and it has a specific thing called a DANS number. So once again, we can ask Mzansi AI. Hopefully, I can get it right. Please explain what a DANS number is for a business. So because we have a business, we created a business with SUPSI, we were provided with a DANS number. And when we were submitting over through to iOS, your app is not for USA mainly in South Africa. So the application is for everyone. But yeah, the application is for everyone. Our target audience is everyone at the moment. And we don't have any paid for services inside MIH. So users aren't specifically paying for a specific item and then taxes, all of those kind of things. So MIH is for everyone across the world, but we're starting off in South Africa. So when you create a company, I registered the app under my company, and I gave them the DUNS number, and then I told them that I'm not a United States citizen. My company is not registered in the United States. We do follow South African laws and all of those kind of things. So they didn't ask me for any documentation, tax documentation for like American stuff. They just said, okay, cool, and then they let me proceed after providing this DUNS number. So this DUNS number, let's hear what Mzansi AI has to say.
Hey there, waving hand. No worries, let me break down what a DUNS number is for your business. Think of it as a unique identification number, like a fingerprint, specifically for businesses. What is it? DUNS stands for Data Universal Numbering System. It's a 9-digit number assigned by Dun & Bradstreet, a company that provides business information. Why is it important? Identification, it uniquely identifies your business, making it easier for companies to find you in databases. Government contracts, many government agencies, like in South Africa, require a DUNS number to do business with them. Vendor relationships, large companies often use DUNS numbers to verify their suppliers' creditworthiness. It helps build your business credit profile. How do you get one? You can get a DUNS number directly from Dun & Bradstreet's website. It's usually a quick and straightforward process. Does that make sense? Would you like me to elaborate on any of these points? Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks.
after you register with SIPSI, what happens is it automatically pushes that data through to one of those credit bureaus, and they do all of those things for you. So it's not for in-app purchases. Yeah, so I'm assuming because I'm. Let me know, King of Kings. Or are you publishing your app under an individual like yourself? Because I know there was an option to select individual or organization. Maybe it's a different process when you click organize or individual, but I clicked organization because I have a business that's developing the application for me. So let us know. So I know I had to provide this, and then this found out that, okay, I'm from South Africa, my registration number is this, and this, and I didn't have to supply any other documentation. So we need to get, this is what we need to get, the date and time right now. And sorry, we asked Mzansi AI this, but we clicked away. We clicked away. Let's ask it again. Please provide the code to get date time now in dot. Loving the new copy code bit over here. So we can copy the entire code snippet that's available for us. But we won't do that. What we want to do is this one over here. Yeah, this one. Date time now. Now.toString format. I think I'll just use this one. Get the date time now. Yeah, this one over here. So this over here. I must make that thing selectable over there for the future. Oh, paste. Paste. Oh, I'm a fool. Yank, yank. Or delete, delete, and then paste it here. Now. Copy. Let us know if there's any other questions right now. So. And here's Kenlogger. I'm not sure who I was speaking to about Kenlogger. I think it was you, Lama. So if we go down and I'm just going to say Kenlogger dot success date time. Oh, let me put this over here. Date time now. Now colon now. Yeah, like this. Save. What do you think of using a virtual Mac? Because I want to launch apps on the App Store, iOS App Store. So that's a very good question, King of Kings. I know I can speak from my own experience. So when we started off with MIH started off as a progressive web app. So with Flutter, you can create progressive web apps. It's just a mobile experience, but through the web. Then we wanted more functionalities that we needed, so then we moved over to Android. So we were on the web and on the Google Play Store on Android. And our development machine at the time was a laptop that was running Ubuntu OS on it. So then after doing some investigations about how can we test and develop for iOS, we've come to the realization that we needed a actual physical hardware in order to run the application. So that is building the application itself and also testing the application through the simulator and stuff. So I'm not sure what virtual Mac softwares are out there and if it's easy to use, and is it something that your machine can handle, right? Because when you do use virtual machines, what happens is, so you have your own software, so you have your own computer, right? Then on that computer, you have your own operating system and all your other softwares on it also running, taking up resources. Now you're going to add a virtual Mac inside that software, and that Mac is going to eat up at your resources. So the resources that are left over on your machine, is it enough to develop for? To have, and you need a lot of space also. You need like Xcode over there, the simulator stuff, a whole lot of other things. So is it possible? When I was doing the research, they told me that the only way to do it is to have physical hardware. So we had to incur the cost of buying a Apple device. So we did get a Mac Mini at the time, one of the cheapest option that was available with the best thingy. So let me know if there's any other options out there. I would love to know. But yeah, let us know, let us know. Great question, great question. Date time now. Or let's remove all of this. Yeah, let's remove comment all of this out, because I don't want to push anything to the database first. I just want us to see what the software does when we click the button. So let's clear our screen right now. I've heard, King of Kings is saying, I've heard good things about Expo EAS. Copy. Let's check it out. So I'm going to check it out let's ask Mzansi AI to see what Mzansi AI has to say. Please explain what Expo AS is all about. All-in-one platform for building and deploying mobile apps. Expo application service. Okay, so Mzansi AI is pulling through with some great answers right now. So let's see. Oh, it's still doing the things. Yo, the way it's diving deep into things. You're still talking long stories to us. I should have said keep it short and sweet for us, because it's out here doing the most. But let's have a listen and see.
Expo EAS, your all-in-one platform for building and deploying mobile apps. Expo Application Services, EAS, is a comprehensive platform built by Expo to streamline the entire mobile app development lifecycle, from development and testing to building, distributing, and managing your apps. Think of it as a central hub that simplifies many of the complex tasks involved in creating and releasing mobile apps. Here's a breakdown of what Expo EAS is all about: app development.
Shout out Mzansi AI for explaining what this is all about. So let's head over to Google and to their website and see what they're all about. So King of Kings, we are using Flutter as our thingy, and based on what Mzansi AI was saying, it sounds very familiar to what Flutter does for us. So we just code once and then we type in, like, I think it's Flutter build, whether it's a bundle, whether it's an IPA, whether it's a APK. You just type whatever type of file you want, and then the target file, if you have a target file, and then it builds the iOS version. Let me open up the file explorer for you, then I can show you what that looks like. So let's close this. So if you can see, we have an iOS folder, we have an Android folder, iOS folder, Linux folder, macOS folder, web folder, and Windows folder. But we're only using 3 of them. So it does all of that for me. So I'm not sure the additional benefits for that. I thought there was like maybe a what's this? And this uses NPM. I'm not too familiar with NPM also. Yeah, this looks like what Flutter does for you already. So because we're using Flutter as our thingy to develop on, if they do use that, let us know, is it good? Is it not good? It allows for building iOS apps without a Mac as well. Oh, okay. Now that's more interesting. That's more interesting. Okay, nice. But then what language do you have to build in? I'm assuming you have to use JavaScript. So start tutorial. Let's see. Yeah, React Native. So you'll have to use React Native as your thingy. You have to use React Native as the framework for your front-end software. So if you are familiar with the React and the React Native framework, there's the only issue. Yeah, you have to be familiar with this kind of framework. So I'm not too familiar with this framework and how all the npms and the all those kind of frameworks work. So I'm not able to assist with that. And I'm not even sure how do they even develop iOS things. This must be created by masters because I know when I'm in the terminal. Let me show you. Sorry, I'm gonna go through a whole lot of garbage. Let's see. Let's flutter something. Sorry, I go through this every single time I want to. There's it over here. Yeah. So when I run this command over here, right? I'll run it, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will do anything. So if you see over here, so it's Flutter build. It's at the bottom of the screen. So it's Flutter build IPA. So IPA is the iOS version of it, and then it's -t. So I'm targeting a specific startup file, a specific main file. And when I click enter, you'll see. Oh, I'm not even in the right folder. CD front end. I'm gonna run it now. So you'll see it starts calling like a whole lot of things in like, what's it called? Xcode, running Xcode. You see? So it's doing a whole lot of things for Xcode and stuff over here. So I'm not sure how they're doing that on their side, which is quite interesting. Because how I understand Flutter working is it connects to like APIs and things from Xcode that's already installed on your computer. So if you don't have it installed, how does it work? Let's ask Mzansi AI this. Am I able to build an iOS app with this if I don't have Mac hardware? Let's see what Mzansi AI has to say. Yes, absolutely. Cool. Let's listen. Let's listen to a bit.
Yes, absolutely. Explanation of how it works. Expo's Cloud Build Service. Expo provides a cloud-based build service that handles the actual iOS build process. You don't need Xcode or a Mac installed on your local machine remote builds. When you trigger a build through EASE, Expo sends your project to their servers, where they use Xcode to compile your code into an iOS app archive.ipa Xcode as a service. Expo manages the Xcode environment for you. You don't have to worry about installing, configuring, or updating Xcode. Test flight integration. After the build is complete, EASE automatically integrates with Apple's test flight platform. This allows you to easily distribute beta versions of your app to testers. Here's a summary of the steps. 1. Install Expo CLI. You install the Expo CLI on your computer, which can be a Windows or Linux machine. 2. Create initialize a project. You create a new Expo project or initialize an existing one. 3. Configure EASE. You set up EASE for your project using the EASE init command. 4. Build the app. You trigger a build using the EASE build pios command. Expo will handle the build process on their servers. 5. Test flight distribution. After the build is successful, you can distribute the app to testers using test flight. Therefore, you can build and deploy your iOS app using Expo EASE on a Windows or Linux machine without needing a Mac. This makes Expo a very accessible framework for iOS development. You can find more details on this here, https://docs.expo.dev/ease/build-ios/right square bracket open bracket https://docs-expo-dev.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI. Let's click on that link and see if. Okay, it's clearly garbage. Clearly garbage right now. Let's see this one. Okay. So Mzansi AI was talking about, let us know any experts out here, any experts on Mzansi. So it's saying that this is what's back or push it into test flight. And I'm not understanding that part if I'm being honest, because test flight is linked. So firstly, Xcode is linked to my organization and my developer ID and everything about me as a developer, an iOS developer, right? Things that I had to pay for in order to get access to. Is there a way for that EAS like integrates that for us? Like how does that they get that sorted? And also test flight. I feel like with my own Mac, I'm in control because let me show you test flight. So I use the Transporter app, right? So this Transporter app of mine, you see at the top where it says Mzansi Innovation Hub, this is my organization's name here at the top of the screen. So I would submit my code into this Transporter app. This Transporter app then pushes it into iOS, the App Store kind of things, for me to sort things out over here. So I'm not sure how they are able to do all those things for you, and how do they even connect it to yourself if all you do is just say build. And how much do you pay for? Run on your device, test locally, share. So yeah, and I'll have to do a huge deep dive in all of this. In the terminal, so far, free plan is okay. Oh, it has plans on it also. Damn it, what was this thing called? History. Oh, they're pricing at the top. So, King of Kings. So here at the MIH studios and here at MIH, our philosophy is we love using free and open source technologies, right? So I know this is probably free and open source, and we would like to do all of this on our own and kind of thing. So I don't want to, like, say for example, I start off using the free version, but then things get so lit later on, then I have to start paying them $20 every single month in order to utilize the same service. Now my company is locked in on paying this company a monthly fee in order for us to run and develop our application and push it out to our users. So instead of doing that, 4,500 likes, Iki, we appreciate you. Instead of doing that, what we do is we use free and open source technologies, and we sync the cost, the operational cost, into MIH. Like, we are using our own MIH server. We did buy a Mac in order to develop for things like that. But I'm sure if you are starting off and you'd like to test it out and see how it works, you can use this. But the only problem that I can foresee is once you start getting big, you can see this is for solo developers working on a passion project. So this is just your passion project. It's nothing, it's not for everyone to use, right? Just for testing things out. Then on this side, now you're developing for a real world case. And that's when you should start using this. And plus you have only $45 build credit. So depending on how their pricing goes, it could be quite terrible. Then there's even a production version, $200 a month. So I know I sunk in the cost in the beginning, but now there's no monthly fees for me. So in this scenario, you're going to not sink any operational cost in the beginning, and then but maybe later on in the future, because you're reliant on this software and their capabilities, you're gonna start paying quite a lot of money for this. So it's something to think about when starting off your application. Do you want to be like in the future, like say for example, you're using Superbase. Superbase is a very popular, or Firebase. It's a very popular backend as a service tool. And both of these tools, some people tell me Superbase is free, you can host it on your own, but I'm not sure about that. But Firebase, you can use it. It's fun to test around with, easy to create a brand new application and have a database and all of this kind of things sorted for you. But then the problem is going to come in when you start growing. The amount of storage that they give you is very small, and all of this kind of things. So it's something to think about what your vision for your application is going to be. If it's just playing around and getting used to the technologies, you can play around with these things. Because when I started off MIH, I was playing around with Superbase, but then I came to the conclusion that it's going to cost too much money in the future. So I abandoned it for an open source technology. And that open source technology is Super Tokens. So I was just using Superbase for authentication, but I'm using this one right now, Super Tokens. It's open source user authentication, so free to use. So very true, yeah, very true, very true. So that's why we did that. But yeah, it's all depending on your use case. If you are happy with paying a monthly fee or not. I think that's what it comes down to. So, where were we? Where were we? Where were we? We were testing things out and we were clearing this. And when we press this button over here, accept, we should just get the date time. Perfect. Things are working as expected. Things are working as expected. And then, what's the time now? Yo, it's late, guys. It's late. My bad. My bad. Things were popping off this evening. I even got lost in the source. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the MIH live this evening. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Let me switch over for the rest of the people. Can you see me? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much for joining the MIH live this evening. We are live Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. until 7:15, 7:30. Sometimes we get lost in the source, but yeah, we'll just see how things go. If you like what we are working on and you like the vision for MIH, we are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. All you have to do is search MIH or the MIH app, and you'll find us at the top of the list. Make sure for those that are watching, that are our silent viewers, make sure that you do follow, subscribe, do all those things. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok, but the better experiences in terms of sharing our screen is over on the other platforms. So please feel free to follow us over there also, because we are on the journey of being affiliates and all of those other kind of things. If you'd like to become a premium member of Mzansi, you do have some options. What you can do is you can subscribe to us on TikTok, or you can become a premium member of Mzansi over on our Patreon. On TikTok, head over to our profile. Make sure you to follow us first. Head over to our profile, then you should see a subscribe button. When you click on it, it'll be, I think, like 50 Rand, 50 something Rand. It's $3, but the conversion comes to like 50 Rand or something. 50 Rand a month, and then it unlocks certain perks for you. You'll be able to become an MIH tester, so you will have access to all of our new features first before anyone else. Then we also have a private Discord server. This is where we have some chats just amongst us about MIH, about our own problems, all this kind of things, and future stuff, future discussions happening inside there. Then what you'll also get is we'll have monthly hangouts. So like a live, like a Zoom call or something. We'll have that, whether it will be on the MIH live or offline. We'll have that discussion. And we'll just have a chat amongst everyone. Instead of chatting, which is a little bit tedious sometimes, you can have a face-to-face discussion over Zoom. And then lastly, we'll have shout-outs over on Twitch and YouTube. Your name will be flying across the screen if you become a premium member of Mzansi. Thank you so much for joining the MIH Live this evening. We do appreciate each and every one of you for attending and participating and watching. And we hope to see you here tomorrow. And let's keep working hard, Mzansi.